Hey there everybody, Coach Rob here. Hey, this video I'm making for you guys today is all about the client experience in the self-booking system. So if you have not watched the video I set up a couple of days ago where I was explaining what you need to do as the business owner or the platform coach to set your system up in order to allow this to happen, you need to stop and go back and watch that first. Otherwise, this is going to frustrate you pretty good because none of this stuff that you see will happen if you first don't go through and create the self-booking allowance appointments, set up your availability, and do those functions that I showed you in the prior video. So with that, that's the necessity that's all in place prior to this. So for a client, they're going to be able to book on the web or on the mobile. And that's why you're looking at a big screen. On the left-hand side, you're looking at my login to my client account, separate from my coaching account. And then on the right is my mobile screen shared up here, and I'm going to show you that. And it's on the home screen because, well, I want you to know it's a nice warm 39 degrees. And I want to walk you through how I have that app set up. So anyway, on the web for the client, the web has a lot of functionality, and I know a lot of people are confused about that, but if you have your own account set up as a coach, as a client, log in as a client and check it out and play with it. But one thing that seems intuitive to me is that a client would be able to book an appointment right off the calendar. I hope Trainerize has this feature or function coming soon, but I just wanted to show you that what might seem intuitive doesn't exist. So if I'm a client and I'm out here on March where it's a nice empty month, there's no distractions. But if I click on the day, you can see there's no way to book an appointment. And I get the same thing if I click new up here. There's no appointment. So no opportunity there on the web. However, there are two places that a client can book an appointment. And while the calendar's not, where you would think it would be, it's pretty easy because right off in the main page that you log into, and yeah, by the way, you'll see that the tiles aren't updating very well, but right here it says book. If you click that right here and now, I can now set the date I want. I can pick, I'm assigned my trainer, and I can pick any one of the appointments that I've made in our system as a self-booking. Now what's going to happen here, you'll see if I go out and try to pick one, let's say on Saturday the 26th, I'm not limited to just the ones me as a client has an access to, which I can tell you is the appointment booking test, and this is a comp one. So those are the only twos I have credit for. If I try to book one that I don't have a credit for, it's going to say there's no available time, because that you can't book that on a, let's book it here. So now there's that one. And let's say I pick a time. If I go to book it, insufficient appointment credit. So that right there is going to tell the client that's all they get right there is, you don't have credits. It'd be cool if there was a function there from Trainerize that said, hey, get some credits. But, we're in steps going through here, so I'm making lists to feedback on. But anyway, so that's what you see when you go to do that. Otherwise, if I go to book an appointment, if I click this, it's going to book an appointment, and I'm not going to do that now because I'm going to get a series of booked appointments. But you can see appointment 101, there's 4 sessions remaining. My little trigger series just renewed. And then if I pick the comp one, appointment 101, and that doesn't require credits, because you can see the money means you have to have credits to do it. The progress check-in, again, that apparently is a comp one also. So that's one place you can do it, is you click on book and it lets you do that. The other place that might not seem very intuitive, that I do feel you need to help your clients work with, is when they go in to check out their account. There's a couple of key features in this series right here. So first off, you can see they have access to a bunch of different stuff here, but one of them is how they get their exercise videos, male or female. If they need to change their credit card, this is the only way they can do it, by the way. You can see a history of purchases, but right here under session credits. So this is where they go, the other place to book on the web, session credits. If I had multiple different types of session credits, then that would all show here. But what it shows you right now, it's my history. You can see I rarely play and test with these things, but my history here, there's 4. If I click here, it brings up that same series of pick your date and pick your appointment process. Those are the 2 ways to do it on the web. Pretty straightforward. This one I think is a little hidden. We need to help our clients understand that this is available. And to me, honestly, this is probably easier from the client perspective. While it seems a more convoluted path to get to, it's right here showing you that appointment booking test. It's already clicking on that. I just picked the date that I want it. No time slots available. All right, so I go back and pick another date. Time slots are available. So that's the cool thing with this. And like I said, if there were multiple different types of appointments, each one would have its own booking button. So that's the way to do it on the web. I think this one is the easiest to help clients understand so they book the right appointment. But otherwise, if you don't have a multi-tiered setup or something like that, this book button right here will work just fine. So now with that, shift your eyeballs over to the right to the mobile screen. So this is a direct projection of my mobile. All right, so I'm gonna slide over here, go to my second screen, and just always questions about how you use your app and stuff like that. You can see I've got a specific folder for coaching and a specific folder for my fitness. You guys will all recognize that little icon there. That's the Trainerize icon. In the Android system, if you have a custom branded app or a studio app, doesn't matter, that's seen as an individual unique item within the Android system. So with Android custom branded apps, see inside here I have my mouse is getting funky. I have my own app in here which I stay logged into, and then this is the Trainerize app. So I open that up. Here's all the apps we use as regular client type things. So I'm gonna click on Trainerize, open that ad up. So the first thing you got to know, for any of this to work, your client has to be running an app version of 7.2.3. First thing to check off, if you're running it, you've enabled it, you know your app is up to date, and your client says, I can't do it, I'm having trouble. First thing to ask, what version are you running? You click the 3 ellipses, go to the bottom, check it out. If they have 7.2.3, it's operator error. So with that, how do they set it up? Well, first off, the easiest way to set up anything is through the plus icon. Click the plus. You'll have these here. Before my app updated, appointment was not available. The second it updated, appointments became available. So if you click appointment, you come here. So kind of cool, kind of commingled a little bit, but the thing you need to understand is these are all the appointments I have enabled as self-booking. If people read it, it won't be that confusing. It gives you a pretty good detail. It's 15 minutes. It's a video call. I don't have any credits available for this one. I don't have any credits available for this one. This is a free session. I can book that. Credits. I've got credits for this one. So if I click that, now what I need to do, I need to pick the date. And I'll go out and pick Wednesday, March the 2nd. When I select that, I get my choice of times. I'll pick my time. If I click confirm, it's going to book it. So I'm not going to do that. But that's about as straightforward as it gets right there. You click the plus button, you click the appointment, and you go set that up. Another way to do that is straight from the calendar. Now, you can see I've done a couple of them. So let's go out to another day. Let's go back out to that same date, Wednesday the 2nd. If I click there, that's already filled in. Now if I click appointment, same thing, it's just already pre-designed on the day. Same exact process. So on the mobile, you can do it directly from the calendar. You can do it directly from any screen that has the plus icon. And as well, if we go down here and go back up to session credits, so yet again, same thing we saw over on the website. This is a list of how they check their credits. And then if I click book, it's the same thing on the web. It automatically picks it for the appointment, but there's no time slots for today because I've got advanced setting on it. So they're going to have to pick the day they want. And then again, you pick your time. This time I'll set it since we're near the end of here, and it's right there. And then if I want to open it, there's that. Now, a heads up, how does the client clear it? Well, if I decide that I can't have it, I'm going to click the ellipses. I have the option to cancel or reschedule. So if I cancel it, are you sure you want to cancel it? Yes. It's gone. So now let's go back up to one of these other appointments, this progress check-in for Saturday. If I do that one, we'll use the other option of reschedule, and then boom, reschedule it. I got to pick the date, the time, and right here's my calendar preferences I've already put in place. You can cancel or reschedule 12 hours before the appointment starts. So that's the booking system. That's pretty straightforward. That's the client experience of how to get things done. You can have them do it on the web, either directly through the book button on their dash page or in their account profile or their account settings under session credits. In the mobile setup, it's either through the plus button appointments, through the calendar on appointments, or through their session credits and the more icon. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Once you get things in place, play with it, get them in place. If you're finding you're having difficulty with it, it just doesn't work for you for whatever reason, or you just think this is really cool and you'd love to know more about Trainerize, if you want to accelerate things individually, message me or type in, and we can get you set up with some direct coaching. Otherwise, enjoy self-booking for your clients. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day. And I will talk to you next time.